I'm a big coin guy and have been my entire life, but there's one part of the collecting money part that I really love. It's just a difficult one to wrap your arms around because of the expense and how rare they are. And that is paper money or currency. If you look at the older US notes, we're talking about dating to the late 1800s, early 1900s, when these things were the big saddle blankets, right? Some gorgeous pieces. That's when art was on our paper. Well, trying to find those is tough today and expensive. So a number of years ago, they created a series using the actual designs called gold foil, and they colorized them. Gorgeous. We just can't keep them in stock because everybody in the world wants to have one. Well, tonight we put together a collection of the top 20 designs, and the price, as always here at America's Value Channel, we knock it out of the park. 20 gold foil notes tonight, everybody. 20 of them, and we're at $59.95 complete. That is special. And the best part is the notes you're getting in this collection are the top 20 notes in U.S. history. You just saw the first one, the 1861 Martha Washington, the first ever piece of paper used by the federal government. The Lincoln and Grant of 1899, a $1 silver certificate. We have the educational series, which is a 1, a 2, and a 5. We have the $2 George Washington. Did you know he existed? You're going to see it here in a second. You're also going to notice that the battleship, the famous battleship note from 1918. Beautiful notes. We also have the $5 Grant, right? Well, on the back of the $5 Grant is 5 Morgan dollars. It's tied directly to that. And you're seeing that on the bottom shelf. The Indian Chief, right, from 1899. The Buffalo, the Bison note of 1901. And those are just the notes that we might have seen just in process. But the larger notes are the ones that are the craziest of them all. Most people have never seen these, right? The first $100 note was in 1862, known as the Eagle. We have that one here. We also have the first $1,000 note from 1878, the Washington porthole. Looks like he's looking out of a cruise ship, right? We have the $500 McKinley. We have the $1,000 Cleveland, the $5,000 Madison, the $10,000 Andrew Jackson, the $10,000 Chase, and last but not least, the largest note ever made by the Treasury, the $100,000 Wilson, Woodrow Wilson gold certificate. Uniface. All of those 20 are in this bundle here tonight. As you can tell, the art of rolling 24 karat gold out is amazing, right? And the colorization techniques, they've done a phenomenal job putting all this together. Now, the bullion value, this is not a bullion value process. There is gold in this, but again, how they make these and how they make them available, again, just do the math. 20 notes and $59.95. But as a collectible, as one of the most beautiful collectibles that are out there, covering the bases, this is it. Most of the people I talk to that have bought these just love the designs, and or it's their hunt. I got this one here. I want to find it at my next show. And many times it takes shows and shows and shows, but the real question is, can I afford it once I find it in the condition I want? But the history of paper, right? We had large notes until 1923. 1928, we shrink them to the size of the note we have today. And that size has stayed the same. We had regular legal tender notes. Then they moved to silver certificates in the late 1800s. And then they went to gold certificates in the early 1900s. And then we got away from both of them. And now they're Federal Reserve notes, the greenbacks, right? But the history of these and the designs on these are all a lot of fun. Now they're tied to a year because the year is the first time the design was introduced. But a lot of people even collect them based upon the signatures of the individuals that were in the government at that time. So again, we're looking at, in this case, the $2 George Washington. Did you know that existed? That's an 1899 note. 1918, we came out with a Federal Reserve note, and it was of a battleship on the reverse. How beautiful and popular is that? The educational series, one of the most beautiful, is a 1, a 2, and a 5. And they were Lady Liberty talking to others about a theme, and each note had a different theme. They were all silver certificates. And there you see the 2 and the 5 next to each other. Some of the unique notes, like the $5 Indian from 1899. We have the 1901 Buffalo. You're going to see that a little bit later. One's a red seal, one's a blue seal. The porthole. Again, some of the nicknames we give these are interesting. A $5 Lincoln, right, which is okay, but the design makes it look like you're sitting in a cruise ship. The $5 Grant is one of my favorites. Know why? Not because he's on the front, but the Morgan dollar, 5 of them are on the back. Here's that 1901 Buffalo I referenced earlier. But then all the large notes on top of it. Guys, you got to give me a 1-minute clock, please. I only had a handful of these. It's that time of year, and these always move. But when my competition are selling these for $6 to $7 a note, individually, let's just do the math. $6 a note times 10 is 60, times 20 is $1.20. Our price is half the price. It's sometimes patience to those who wait. We are always in play on these great collectibles. It's just a timing mechanism as to when the value comes. I'm not interested in selling 2 of these at $100. I'm interested in selling the 50 sets we have tonight at $59.95. Everybody wins. Everybody has a lot of fun. Now, on our website, avccoins.com, if you type in gold foil note or gold foil, you'll find a significant number of these we have available as singles. A number of these notes are only available in the sets because we have so few of them. But we do have them available, and they range from $4.95, $5.95 a note individually. So this deal tonight, yeah, we're talking $3 a note. That makes it special.